V and O, what you know? Yo, man, welcome to the V and O YouTube channel. The premise here is ordinary people with extraordinary stories. But what you also gonna find is the views and opinions, man. So you're gonna find conversation, you're gonna find inspiration, you're gonna find motivation. Yo, check us out, V and O, what you know?
But have you ever thought, what if this is all just a dream? And we're just waiting in line to wake up? And most people think I'm insane. Once you realize that all the shit you used to care so much about just keeps you a prisoner of your own mind.
Not today. Not today. Not today. Not today. Because I got my man, Zell Cross, on the show today, man. Actor, author. This dude, I mean, his sheet, it runs down, y'all. Like after he even got deacon on there. I said my man's a deacon too. Yo, I'm so excited. So we ain't doing that today. We about to do.
Call me Andre. Anything for you, beautiful. I'm taking you out next Friday.
The couple had grown apart due to differences in their lifestyles.
What are you doing?
I'm cooking.
Cooking for what? We already ate.
What do you mean you already ate?
I took the kids out to dinner.
Wait, be patient.
You don't tell me to be patient. I've been patient.
I'm done.
Don't be done. Just be done cooking.
Audio Jungle.
Don't be done. Just be done cooking. Yo, y'all. Without further ado, man, welcome my man Zell Cross.
Yo,
Zell.
Rob, what's going on, baby?
It's all good, man. It's all good, bro. I'm so excited to have you here, man. Like literally, I got straight chills, bro. I got
Brother,
chills.
it's an honor to be here. Thank you for
Yeah.
the invite.
Bro. Wow. Well, let's run down the sheet. What are you got? You got author,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir. Author of 2 children's books, another alphabet book daddy, and another numbers book daddy. Both are available on Amazon right now.
Okay, I do want to drop that link. If you could send that link to me before the show's end, and I'll drop it in the chat so people can click on the link, make it clickable.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want people to support you, man. Author, so we got actor, we saw the actor, we got author. What else now?
You're right. Actor, stunt performer. You played the stunt reel. So yeah, so everything from high falls, low falls, being on fire, fight sequences, fight choreography, weapons, yeah, all of that. Whatever you see on your favorite movies or TV shows, I can do that. I'm ready for all of that. Yeah.
So
yeah,
you've done
absolutely.
what have you done stunt work for?
So actually, the episode of Fatal Attraction that I actually did some stunt work in that.
Really?
It was it was some weapons that I had to utilize. And of course, anytime you do stunt performance, there needs to be a safety meeting to make sure that there are no mishaps with weapons that are on set.
Okay.
You know, we do know that that does happen, and it has happened before.
Man,
So
ain't that
anytime you
Brandon?
use
Who died from that? What?
Brandon
Brandon
Lee.
Lee.
Brandon Lee died. There was also a mishap on a movie that Alec Baldwin was shooting most recently.
I
Yeah,
remember that.
absolutely.
How does that, Zell? I don't look. I want to have a whole conversation with you, but let's look at this real quick. How does that happen?
What, a misfire on a prop weapon?
Yeah, or like if it's a prop weapon, like how does a bullet accidentally get loaded into a prop weapon? Or
Well, you know, I think in regards to what happened with Alec Baldwin's situation, there maybe the prop weapon wasn't there, and it could have been a live weapon that he could have fired. But
okay,
sometimes with a prop weapon, sometimes something can get lodged in it, and when you pull the trigger mechanism, and it'll fire out. If there's a projectile in it, it'll shoot out, which is what happened with Brandon Lee. So a projectile came out of the prop weapon.
so you
And
could have, like, I don't know what's small enough to fit in the barrel of a gun, whatever it is,
and
it'll come
something
out,
to block it. Yeah, so you put something in to block it so nothing can come out. So
and that
sometimes it might get dislodged, and it may
right.
come out.
Wow,
Which is
man, that's
why you have to
crazy.
have a safety meeting to make sure that nothing will go wrong, because
Right.
things can go wrong, but
Yeah.
you want to make sure as much as possible that everyone on set is set, from the production side, the crew, as well as the performers and actors, whether they're stunt actors or not. You want to make sure everything and everyone is safe, and you follow every safety precaution. It's better
Yep.
to go overboard with safety than not be safe enough and someone end up being hurt, injured, or even lose their lives. Because
Yeah, man, because I'm not trying to get
yeah, it's not
shot.
a good
Like,
thing.
you
No,
know.
yeah, yeah. So so
So
actually, again, like I said, we did stunt work on there, and we had a safety meeting to make sure everybody was comfortable with the weapon that was being utilized on set.
right, right. I got you. Okay, yeah, I had to go into that, man, because I'm like,
Yes, sir.
after you said that, I'm like, man, how could something like that? I got to get my wallet out of my pocket. I got to be real on the video. Like, my
Well, you
wallet's
probably
sitting.
sitting on a
I'm
bunch of
broke.
money. I see how you do. Probably real
Oh,
heavy, right?
this ain't
Heavy
that
with all
Zell
that
money.
money.
I'll be sitting up here if that was that. So I do want to go back, man. What causes a person? And I always go with this with every episode of VNO. We are still ordinary people with extraordinary stories. VNO,
Yes,
what
sir.
you know?
Yes, sir. Yes,
uh,
sir.
but I want to go to, like, what's in your mind as an adolescent, as a teenager, to want to get into, to be an actor. Of course, everybody says it, but you actually follow through to be to do stunt work. An author, I can understand, you know what I mean? But like, you don't have any actors around you per se if you go to a regular school. So what got you there?
And man, you know what? Just really, I watched a lot of TV. So I'm the youngest of seven, and I had a lot of TV time. I probably had too much TV time, right?
Right.
And I'm watching, and I'm like, yo, I could do that. Like, I believe that I could do that. But it's like, how do you have an opportunity to do that? And sometimes as a kid, you have dreams of fancy that you could do these things. And I definitely pursued music for quite a while, man. Your boy's an MC too, so don't play me light, man. I'm an MC. I get down on the mic. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, but I get down. So what? I'm actually one half of a rap group, Code FI. We're a little bit retired right now. We on
Right.
retired hiatus right now. So we're not dropping any new material. But
Right.
so really, it started out, with like the music, and I had the fortunate pleasure of being able to be on actually some TV shows where I was on-air personality and on-air talent. Shout out to my man Greg Gray. He gave
Yes.
my partner Dave and I, aka Code FI, he gave us a platform to be on the music video show 925 Music Videos. So we were like 18, 19, 20 at that time.
Let
We
me
were on
cut in
TV.
right there. let me cut in because I always, man, every episode, man, he always say he don't want it, but I don't care, and I'll still say it. I don't care. I gotta give props to Greg, man, because also here, man, to Greg Gray and the crew, Mo B,
Yes, yes,
Marcy,
yes.
Gina,
Gina,
Kevin. He was Kevin when he
yes.
was on there. You know?
Everybody, yes,
My man, that's my
yes.
man, Kevin.
Jeff,
All of Jeff, my
yes.
life coach Jeff, that's
Life
family for
coach
me,
Jeff.
man. All of them fed into me and gave me the idea of a platform. Look, he I don't
Yes,
care.
yes, Greg. We're gonna give you flowers, brother. Thank you for the platform.
We got to, man. And I had and so yeah, man, like a lot of Greg Gray, man, has given a lot of people a start. So that okay, that makes sense. So it's a lot of now music is something that a lot of people do they aspire to. And you can so
Yeah,
music kind of propelled you into
yeah, because it's like
movies.
it's part of the arts, right?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like it allowed like doing music allowed me to live life in color as
yeah,
opposed to shades of gray. So
right.
anytime I'm doing, like a traditional day job that they like, boy, that's a good job. You better stay on that job. You get 401k, you got benefits, you got insurance. Boy, you better keep that good job. Man, I'm bored to tears. Like the
Right.
highlight of my day is a bathroom break.
I feel that. I love my job, man. Like we were talking before the show, and I told you I'm an iron worker. I get to work
Yes,
I I get to see some of the most beautiful views in Chicago, man. I get to build some of the most beautiful buildings in Chicago. I could look around downtown Chicago and show you buildings that I've been on, but every January I rethink my career choice because
yes, yes.
just in case you didn't know, we are outside.
It's cold. Yes,
He was
sir.
like, "Oh, you don't work in the winter." I was like, "Come on out here with me, man. It's cold. It's Chicago cold, man. And you break your body,
Yeah,
so I'm with you,
absolutely.
man. I'm with you. This is
Absolutely.
this is my aspiration. This is my dream, and I'm with you, man. Yeah, day job, cool,
Yeah.
all day, man. It will give you that 401k, but at the same time, bro, I'm yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, and so here's what happened. So I was actually working at a telecommunications company,
Mhm.
and honest to goodness, man, I had an anxiety attack at work. So like something was telling me it wasn't for me, and I'm like, man, like I gotta go, like I gotta go, like for real, like it
Bro,
was
hold on.
time.
You had an anxiety attack at a
I did.
telecommunications job, and then you went from that to letting people set you on fire.
Listen. I knew I wasn't supposed to be there,
I feel
right?
you.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not supposed to be here. So what I did was I knew that they were filming a lot of things in Chicago. So I
Okay.
started doing background work.
Okay.
So I did background work for like Chicago PD, Fire, Med, Empire,
Yeah.
and a couple of other shows that aren't on air anymore,
You're
but they
right.
all filmed at CineSpace in
Okay.
Chicago.
Okay.
And then I started doing stand-in work. And for stand-in, I'm there for lighting and blocking. I still do some stand-in work from time to time as well.
Oh,
So,
okay.
you're there for lighting and blocking, and you really get to observe up close what's going on. And
So
you
what's
get to
explain
connect
that
with the
to us
actor.
to those of us that are a little more ignorant about the Chicago or the movie scene period. What did you call it? Lighting and blocking?
Lighting and blocking. Okay. Okay. All right. So every actor on a TV show or film has to hit a mark, right? So they're on a mark so that the camera can have them perfectly centered, right? Or right in frame with another actor, right?
Right.
So they'll do marking and make sure that they're where they need to be in the camera shot, and then they'll swap that actor out and put in a stand-in actor so that they can light them and make sure everything is good for angles. Again, there's lighting and blocking, so make sure that nothing is obstructing them so that they can get a real good shot at them and the lighting is just right. No heavy shadows, things of that nature. So I started doing that. I was doing stand-in work, mainly on Chicago PD, but I think I did like maybe one day on Fire, but PD called me on a regular basis. Gina,
Oh,
what's going on? Moby, what's going on? They actually had me on quite a few times, but I found myself doing stand-in work for a lot of stunt performers.
okay.
And they're like, Zell, how much you make for the day? We shared how much I made, And then they shared how much they made, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Time
I'm in
out.
the wrong line, right? I'm in the
Time
wrong
out.
line.
Yeah. I need to do what you're doing. They like, hello, you can do what we doing. Marcy, what's going on?
What's up,
So they
Marcy?
like, yo, Zell, you can do what we doing. But in the stunt community, it's kind of like invite only. So you got to get invited to the training. You know, you got to get invited by the stunt coordinators to really be a part of that world. And they, you know, I had some stunt coordinators take a liking to me, and they invited me out to work out with them. And you know, to start training with them and learning the ins and outs of stunt work. And man, it's been a blessing ever since, because you know, it's like, yo, I can do this. Like for real, I can do this. And then my peers in the stunt community, man, it's like it's such a team effort, and they're so encouraging. And they're like, Zell, you next, baby, you next. It's on you. Like we got now, but you got next, right? So we're gonna be on you know, on camera together doing this thing. So it's just so encouraging, man. And I went to Atlanta to do more training in order to really take my skills up another notch and take it to the next level. So it's just, so even now I'm constantly training, always staying ready, because when you get a call, it's like, yo, what you doing Thursday? I need you on set. Monday, I need you on set. Like today is Sunday. I can get a call or a text message from a stunt coordinator, and they might be like, we need you Wednesday. We might need you Wednesday through the next 2 weeks. You ready? And you got to be ready. You can't be like,
family, everything on hold.
Yeah, you just got to be ready. You have to be ready. So you just have to live your life in a way where you're really super flexible. And a traditional day job won't afford you that flexibility. Which is why
let me fall back. Lighting. So, and I want to fall back, and I want to give you a compliment, and at the same time, try to figure this out. Lighting and blocking doesn't necessarily involve any talent.
No, you just gotta stand there.
You just gotta stand there.
But you gotta be there. You gotta be there. But sometimes they have you run lines though. So sometimes whatever actor you're standing in for, they'll have you run their lines. They'll be like, do the line, because they'll also have microphones to make sure that it's picking up the audio properly.
So you really Mr. Ready. You really got to be ready. You got to know.
You do.
Okay. You do. So I wanted to give you a compliment out of that, man, because one thing that I say is, and I tell people, man, I think I try to keep a positive attitude, and I try to just treat human beings like human beings. And one thing I can say about you, I think I might have met you one other time, Zell, like actually, like we never met in person. I mean, like actually spoken with you. I've talked to you online, but I tell you what, bro, you have a great personality, man. And one thing I can say, bro, your personality, I can God in your personality propelled you, I believe, to that spot, because I can only imagine how you were interacting with people and how other people probably interacted with people, and they saw you, and it's like, you know what, this the cat I want to hang out with. You know, the stunt people saw you, they saw you standing in, and because you do have that personality, man, you bring a light. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
No problem, man. But you really do, man. You brought that, man. You was getting me excited about this show. I was already excited. Don't get it twisted. I was ready. Zell Cross, are you ready? I was ready. Ron Reed, are you ready? I'm ready.
And we matching. See that green?
Yeah, right. We didn't even collab on this, right?
We didn't.
Right.
I'm ready. I'm with you, brother.
But man, like I can only imagine that they saw you, you know, probably in not even the best circumstances, bro. You're a body, like you said.
Absolutely.
You just kind of standing there, they're like, move this way, okay. But how do you rise above the rest when you're just a body with everybody else? I'm sure with some other bodies that they still a body to this day.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I think what's really interesting. I was just thinking about this earlier today. Like, it's not me, it's God, right? So God will put you in rooms that you never thought you would be in. God will put you in positions and give you opportunities that you couldn't do alone. It's not me. You know, it's not me. It's God. It's God doing things that you can't do. You know, because you can do all things through Christ, through God. Like
no doubt, man.
There's nothing. There's no door that man can close that God can't open, or open another door, or open a bigger door. Open a better door, right? So it's like you know, I've been counted out and discounted before in my life, and I'm like, that ain't for me. So
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever lost an opportunity that was for me because I don't believe in that. So
Right.
any opportunity that I didn't get, whether I didn't get booked on a TV show or booked in a movie or whatever it is, like it could have been a young lady that I wanted to date that didn't want to date me. Whatever it is, it wasn't for me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm so happy with my life. I'm happy with where I am. I'm grateful for the opportunities that I've been given. I'm looking forward to bigger, better, greater. Man, listen, it's go time. It's
Bro,
go
it's
time.
go time, man. I believe in you, man. It is go
Thank you,
time,
brother.
bro. And I know that you're going to be ready. Yeah, man, I'm with you, man. I'm a firm believer in God. And a lot of people, man, that don't I don't knock nobody's faith or nothing like that, man. But when people don't believe in God, Jesus Christ, when people don't believe in that, I don't knock anything that people believe, but I will call them intangibles. And a lot of times, man, one of those intangibles is a peace, is a happiness in the midst of things happening around you. You know what I mean? Or not the best circumstances. Yeah, man, I'm right there with you. And you that light kind of shines, you know, and people come to that light. They want to be around that light. You know what I mean? They can't even tell you what it is. You know what I mean? It's not that I didn't know, but you know, you're just I like this. You pleasant. You know what I mean? You're pleasant. You can tell. You can tell. Deacon Zell.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ordained deacon. Yes, sir.
Ordained deacon.
Ordained.
Right. He went through the process. But yeah, man, you can absolutely see it, and you can absolutely tell, man. And I like that, man. And those are the people that I want to surround myself around. Jennifer, what's up, my girl Jennifer? I had highlighted her. Thank you for everybody that came through to watch this, man. I'm talking to my man Zell Cross. Y'all, right now, I hardly ever say it. Right now, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube, please go and subscribe. If I get a lot of people looking through Facebook, please subscribe to the Views and Opinions podcast on YouTube. And also, we're going to talk about it later, but while I brought it up, y'all please go and subscribe to Zell and his wife Joan. They have a podcast broadcasting this Thursday, and since I did bring it up, we will go ahead and do this.
What's good, everybody? And I'm Zell.
And this is M3, where we talk about everything marriage, motivation, money, and more.
Yo, so tell the good people how they can check us out.
You can check us out every Thursday right here on YouTube.
If you miss an episode, you'll be uplifted, motivated, inspired, and you might learn a thing or two before we through.
So, yo, it's scrolling across the bottom. Y'all, he's going to tell us more about it later. I'm still trying to get through his story. But y'all go subscribe to the Views and Opinions podcast on YouTube. Hit the like button. Please subscribe, comment if you like. If you want to watch from there, we are streaming live right now from YouTube, from Dope Living TV Live, and from the Views and Opinions podcast. And then y'all go and subscribe to YouTube at Jay and Zell Cross. They are dropping this Thursday. I will give them a whole opportunity to talk about that as we go on. But I just did want to, I wanted to go ahead and highlight that because I don't want to miss it, man. I'm always missing telling people to subscribe to my stuff. There they go right there. Jay and Zell. Yes, y'all go and do that. And we will be showing that again. Back to your story. So you went. So you had an anxiety attack, and then you decided that you wanted.
I did, brother. And you know what? And what I did was I was like, you know what? I even tried going back to another day job. I said I'm gonna go back again. I gave up, man. I'm just done. I'm done. Yeah. That's my wife. Hello, wife. That's my wife. I just gave up, man. I'm done with the day jobs, man. I went back, and again, the highlight of my day was going to the bathroom, just a bathroom break, just
you out
getting
there
away
out in the bathroom, bro.
I'm like, how long can I stay in the bathroom?
Anybody seen Zell?
The bathroom break.
Right. So you out there, you straight up, man. You hiding out in the bathroom. You had an anxiety attack. What was the other job?
So I was working in a bank. Man, I hated that. Man, listen, it was retail banking, man. I mean, it's a great job. Somebody wants to do it, just not
Right.
me. So
Right.
I'm working in retail banking. They coming in barking at me. Why is my account overdrawn? Because you spent too much money.
You spent the money. You yelling at
Hey,
me?
man, look, they mad because the ATM kept a debit card. I'm like, it's not my fault. Like, I don't even service them.
Right.
When the person comes in to service them, I'll let you know if the card has your name on it, and we can get you leave your number. Like we can call you back. Hey
Right.
man, they called the police on me. I'm working at the bank. They calling the police on me. I'm like, what are you? What? I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm done. Y'all can have this job. I'm throwing in the red towel. I'm throwing in the red
For
towel, the
what?
white towel, every
For
towel. I'm
what?
done.
For what? Why they call the police on you?
Well, one dude called the police because the machine kept his debit card. He was mad at me because he thought I could give it to him. So he called the police on me. Then the other people called the police on me because they said that the teller took more money than, well, actually the teller didn't get their money. He said, I gave them $500 and they like, the teller took my money and you must be in on it too. But it comes to find out the money was still in their car. They came through the drive-through. And I'm like, come on, now stop it. What are we doing? All of these cameras, you think we in on stealing your money? Come
Right.
on. Come on.
Right.
I'm done,
Oh,
man.
bro.
I'm done. I did
What?
that. Been there, done that, man. I'm just like, I can't do it no more, man.
Oh.
Nah, man. I'll drive for Uber or Lyft to do Grubhub or DoorDash or something before I go
Bro.
back to that, man. Like,
Yes. I
let
feel
me
that.
hustle up on something else. But I also have a pickup and delivery business. So Joel Pickup and Delivery.
Oh,
I pick up items you can't get yourself. So like you order a big ticket item,
yeah.
sofas, love seats, things like that.
Yeah.
King, queen size beds, mattresses, box springs. I'll go get that for you because
Oh,
that
that's
allows
cool.
me the flexibility of controlling my day,
Yeah.
booking work when it's convenient for me. And if I'm on set, I get a call to do something or I'm doing some trainings or what have you, I don't do it. So
Yeah.
I get to work around my own schedule and I don't got to hide out in the bathroom.
I know. I know. I know that Miss Joan has probably. I can only imagine that. Have you ever gotten a call to pick something up, and all of a sudden you get a call to be on set, and you be like, "Hey, baby, they got this refrigerator."
I haven't had that yet. No,
You,
because what I could do is I could say, hey, here's when I'm available. And I
yeah,
can, and
yeah,
if it's not convenient for them, then I'm actually okay with that. Then it's like,
yeah.
because I got to go get this other money.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt,
Yeah,
no doubt.
yeah,
I can't. And I always say this: I can't. I live my reality so that I could eventually live my dream. You know,
absolutely.
and you
Absolutely.
can't let your dream get in the way of your reality, but you also can't let your reality get in the way of your dream.
Very
Hey,
true.
hey,
It's like,
Zell, we
what are you
need
more
you.
passionate about?
Yeah,
So it's like,
yeah,
where does your passion lie and what makes you the happiest? So like
right.
when I shot Fatal Attraction, I was in Knoxville, Tennessee for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So everything else had to take the back seat so I can go get that bread and live that out. Like, yo, I
Yeah,
need this. This is an opportunity where I got lines. I'm on TV. It popped up on TV One. I'm, episode 1302. So if you got TV One, check it out. Enjoy it. It's a cautionary tale because for Fatal Attraction, those are all true stories. So those are
yeah,
all things that really happen. Now,
yeah.
all of the dialogue doesn't really happen because you don't know what a husband and wife say to each other. So
Yeah.
actually, the line that you used, "Don't be done, just be done cooking," that was actually improv.
Are
So
you
I actually improv that line.
some black man has said that to his lady? Because his old lady that told him, "I'm done with you." And he's, you know what? And then you know what? After we didn't get to see what happened after you said that, and I can only imagine because we know that probably didn't go over too well.
No, it did. You know what? The
Ladies,
actress
I
was
don't want to
actually a
hear
little
it. Don't be in
upset
the
with me for that.
comments. What'd you say?
The actress was a little upset with me about that comment. We was improv. We was improv. She know I love
What?
her.
Hey, yo, who you talking to?
But I think what made it worse was the crew started really laughing when I said it. They was like, "Oh," and they was laughing. I was like, "I got her." She said, I'm done. I'm like, don't be done. Just be done cooking. Like, get out of here with that. I didn't want that.
With all my heart, I want to use that line, but I don't want to deal with the trouble that comes afterwards.
It's probably not going to end well for you.
No, it's not. It's not. I don't want to deal with it. So we are at so you got into music.
Yes, sir.
Into music. Oh, look, Mo just said, yeah, because that shocked me too. We're gonna get back to that too. You did absolutely play a murderer.
Mo B, hey, look, I mean, allegedly a murderer. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Y'all, right now, if you go give a shout out to that. If you have not seen that, I will replay that clip because I want people that didn't get to see it to see it. But if you haven't, that's Fatal Attraction 2022. And that is episode 2, Fame's Fatality.
Yes, so it's episode 13. So season 13. So 1302. So
1302. Okay.
Yep, from the new season of 2022. Absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that scrolling down at the bottom. I want you to go ahead. So you went from your regular jobs. You had an anxiety attack. You got the police called on you at the bank.
Too much.
You ran into movies. So are these regular jobs after 925?
Yeah, they're after 925 because I did 925. Ooh, that was in the 1990s, 1990 something. Ooh. So I was quite a while ago. So if you fast forward, so most recently I linked back up with Greg and the Dope Living TV crew, so being a part of that is, it's always been a blessing and a grateful opportunity. Shout out to Mo B, to Greg, to Life Coach Jeff, to Gina, to Marcy. What up, crew? What happened?
Yeah, what's up, crew?
So linking back up with with G, and now being a part of the new show, Dope Living TV is again another amazing opportunity, just to share, some of the gifts that God has given me, and just really try to shine a light on things. There's enough darkness in the world, man. We need to smile, we need to laugh, we need to enjoy each other. Yeah. Man, life is short. We don't know how much time we have here, so let's make the most out of every moment. That's how I look at it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Y'all, just in case y'all didn't know, this is a V&O production. If you need anything done for your podcast, for anything like that, holler at me. Everything's right up there. You can hit me up on any one of those. TikTok, you can DM me. Just let me know. So you stopped the bank, stopped working your regular job, got in the movies. So you had 925 videos back in the 90s. You was wearing cross colors and British Knights. And you and then you went to you went to the regular gigs like the rest of us. I had anxiety attack.
I tried to trick myself into believing that I could work a day job. It's kind of like Clark Kent. He can't be Clark Kent all the time. He's Kal-El. Right. So he needs to be Superman. Like he's not even showing off when he's Superman. He like, it's just what I do. Like
right. Yeah, Zell Cross can't be a banker, man. You in the bank rapping and
I respect bankers. I learned a lot too. It's a great opportunity, and it's a career choice for somebody.
Yeah, no doubt. No knock. Yeah, no knock. It's just that everybody cannot do it. Absolutely. Yeah. Jamie McGrone is in the house. I have to give this plug out. Y'all, we are going to be live. This is live. We're going to be live. That means that I'm going to be able to reach out. I can't reach out and touch Zell right now. Next week at Karma Cigar Lounge, that is 122 at Karma Cigar Lounge. I will be live with Jamie McGrone. Y'all do not want to miss that one. That also, if you are in Maryville, Indiana, come out to Karma Cigar Lounge at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time and come and see me and Jamie and the family, the V&O family, the V&O Productions. It is a network. We have Life Coach Jeff of R3. He is on Changing the Narrative with Armand Baskin. That is an excellent show. Right now, the V&O Vibes is somewhat open. My girl Angela is going to periodically be on the show on the V&O with me, but the V&O Vibes is absolutely open. So y'all, I have another show that's open, but I have some ladies that are going to take over that show. We will be introducing, hopefully, I need to holler at these ladies. Will be introducing these ladies that will be new to the V&O Vibes. Ah, Jamie, thank you for coming on, man, and I look forward to next week. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you to the
What day you gonna
utmost.
be at the Cigar Lounge?
Yeah.
What day?
On Sunday. Sunday, 7
Sunday.
p.m.
Sunday.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sunday, 7 p.m. Free entry. They
I
just
will
asked
pop up, man, but I'll be in stunt training.
Oh you all good, man. That would have been great, but no,
I will pop in, but you know, your boy got to train, you know, because
right.
again,
you
gotta stay ready. Because
you gotta stay ready.
listen, you gotta stay ready. It ain't about getting
ready.
ready. You know, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
That's right, man. I am totally stealing that. I'm stealing that, man.
Listen,
straight up, man. I need that because
I'm gonna tell you. I heard Oprah Winfrey say, and I'm sure other people have said it before, but I've heard. I'm gonna quote it because I got it from Oprah. I heard her say it. She said that she didn't believe in luck. She believed in opportunity meeting preparation. Mm-hmm. And I said, "Ooh, that's mean right there. That's mean. Opportunity meeting preparation. So the opportunity could be there, but if you're not ready for it and you're not prepared, nothing happens, bro. And vice versa. You could be prepared, but if the opportunity doesn't present itself,
no doubt.
Happens,
I absolutely talked about something like that, man, where I was saying like a lot of the things that we say, oh, this just happened. I always say life be lifing. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to steal your time, but life was lifing on me all week long.
Talk to me.
Zell, I almost died this week. I'm not
what
gonna
happened,
lie.
brother? Talk to me.
My brakes went out on my car.
Like, oh no, that's dangerous.
I was driving on the Dan Ryan in Chicago.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, my brakes went out on my car, man, and it's a what Lincoln would like to call a courtesy recall.
Oh wow. How did you stop? How did you stop the vehicle?
God.
Won't he do it?
God. Bro, I was at the toll booth. And I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to end because Zell, this is important to me, man.
No, it's okay. We sharing this time. This is our moment.
We share because you talking about staying ready. Now,
yes, sir.
My life has been busy, man. I saw the recall on the car. You know what I'm saying? I could have easily been ready and taken the car in, you know what I'm saying? And gotten the brake line fixed.
Right.
I mean, man, look, recalls happen all the time. Why they would have, they call it a courtesy recall because they're like, bring it in and we'll check it out and see if something's wrong. So I think really my brain was like courtesy recall. So it's probably nothing even, you know, I know that
it wasn't a sense of urgency to you.
Yeah, it wasn't a sense of urgency. If they said recall, bring your car in now, you know, but the bottom line is I didn't stay ready. So we going back to what I was saying, a lot of things that happened to us, man. We say that life happens, but a lot of times, man, it doesn't. Like sometimes we are somewhat roundabout, man, the cause of some of the things that happen to us. A lot of the things that happen to us roundabout for not staying ready, for not being prepared. And so anyway, man, you know, I'm at the toll booth. My iPass didn't register. My windshield, I think, was dirty. So I'm paying Apple Pay.
Wow.
I pick up my phone with my right hand and I put my hand out the window. And as I'm trying to scan, I was like, why is the toll booth moving? Bro, my foot went all the way down and I was still moving.
You like, whoa, Kyle, whoa.
Bro, it scanned and thank God I was still moving. The gate opened and you know what my dumb butt did? I was on the phone. I said, hey, I think something wrong with my brakes. I just kept going. I went, so that was the Skyway toll. So that means that I wasn't on the Dan Ryan. I got on the Dan Ryan and I don't really hit my brakes all that often. It was nobody's. It's 5 o'clock, 4:45 in the morning. I'm on my way to Chicago, and usually around that time you got the construction crowd. So it's usually you got early 9 to 5 bankers, and you waiting to get the police called on them, and it's usually the construction crowd. But nobody was on the road, man. I was like, wow, this was Monday. So I'm trying to hit the brake, and bro, like, have you ever floored the brake and the car, it think about slowing down? Bro, I was going 60, 70 miles an hour, man. And I got in the right lane and threw my hazards on. I went all the way down Ohio, got off on Ohio. The light turned and I just kind of kept going and turned the corner. Wow. It slowed down, turned the corner. Usually I turn into the parking garage off of I forget what street that is. That first street off of Ohio, I take a right.
I know where you're at. I can see it. Yeah.
Parking garage is right on that street. Everybody coming off Ohio. If you're going downtown, everybody coming off Ohio.
That's the busy street.
So Ohio's usually backed up. Nobody,
It is.
Zell. Nobody.
That was
Nobody. I
God.
went right to the light. Usually I'm 15 cars back, right to the light, turn
Yeah.
the corner, go in the parking garage. I hurry up and hit the button and I'm rolling. I gotta roll up a hill. Roll up a hill. I stick my hand out the window as I'm rolling up the hill because I know. And I hit the button and the gate come up. I grab the ticket. I rolled up, went in the parking garage, and I just kind of mashed it all the way down.
Yeah.
I hit the barrier in the parking garage and I put that mug in park and went to work. And
Wow.
yeah, and I was.
I hope you had it towed home.
Huh?
I hope you had it towed home.
No, so I got a new car.
That day?
Bro, that day. My life is
That's why you sitting on your wallet, man, because your wallet is, I see you.
No.
If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
No, bro.
You stay ready.
This goes into probably like a Zell lifestyle. Greg, forgive us. We're gonna go over. Zell, I hope you got time. We're gonna end it because I still
brother, keep going. I'm with you.
And you can understand this as a man that's of an altar ordained deacon.
Yes, sir.
Stunt man, actor, like you said, you have to stay ready, bro. I can almost kids, wife, I can almost imagine, bro, that your days are sometimes, man, it's like the Matrix. It's like the Matrix. And you just got juggling. Yeah, you juggling, man. My days as I've become, as I have decided that I want to be something, and I keep going. My days have been chaotic, and I'm learning that men of value move like this. As the more I sit down and have conversations with people, I don't want to just put it on men. People, well, I will put it on men. Let's say men of value, man, that you want to do something with your life. You want to help people. I'll put that on there too. You want to help people. You want to be something good in this world. Sometimes, man, life will move so fast you can't get a grip. So I'm sitting in the parking garage after work. I didn't even think about it during work. Get off of work at 2:30 ish. I go in the parking garage. I start making calls. Hey, yo, I need my car fixed. We backed up a month. A month? What am I gonna do? I live in Indiana, bro. I'm downtown Chicago. I'm thinking like, so I would call Lincoln Concierge. It's a long list. I call all of these dealerships to take this car to for this courtesy recall. And I said, I think they were like, well, we have to check the car to make sure it has to do with this recall. I said, okay, so I'm gonna just be without a vehicle. Will y'all pay for it since it's a recall on it? Will y'all pay for me to have a rental? No, sir, because it's a courtesy recall. So okay, so we talking about money. I'm gonna have to pay $600 to get it towed back to Indiana. We talking about I gotta have a rental for a month until you think about getting in my car, and then you gotta fix it after that.
And rentals have gone up.
Yeah. Rentals have gone. Cars have gone up. And so I'm sitting there and I was like, I look around my car, I wipe some dust off the seat, and I said, man, this mug still look good. So I said,
it just won't stop.
I know, right? It just won't stop on a courtesy recall. This is a recall. This is all on y'all. So I said, I know it's some salesman that if I call him right now and I say, hey man, I got this 2016 Lincoln, it's in good condition, got this many miles on it. It just has a brake line done, but it's a courtesy recall. So y'all gonna fix it anyway. You want it? So that's what I did. He said, come on down. I even pay for your Uber. I knew he wasn't gonna pay for my Uber. I went to a car dealership 3 miles away at 11:30 at night. I was walking out with a car. Meanwhile, and this is how life moves sometimes, man. I was just telling her, I try to mentor people that's younger than me, man, on life, things that I've been through so they ain't got to go through it. And I told her, there's a level that you reach. You can be comfortable. You can work out once again, there's nothing wrong with working a job. You can take vacation, you could do that. Absolutely. But then if you want to, there is a level that you have to break past. It's not you just level up. No, things will happen in life that it'll keep stopping you. It'll keep stopping you. Literally, deaths happen. Circumstances happen, and you literally have to break past that level to get to that next level. And that's where I'm busting my head right now while I'm in the car dealership with a broke down car in the parking garage trying to buy a new car. My man Armand called me. He's like, he's on the Changing the Narrative show. Shout out to the Changing the Narrative show. And he tells me, yo, my cousin has his own podcast. He interviewed Terry Crews. He wanna executive produce our podcast. And so
What?
he on FaceTime right now. And I'm like, bro, I'm in the middle of buying a car. I was like, okay. I said, do I have a second while you're doing this paperwork? Because I need to take this call. They
Right,
said,
right.
yeah, man, no problem. So why I'm doing that, it's 7 o'clock at night now. I go and have that conversation with them, man. I think I made a beat because we was worried about the music on the Change of the Narrative podcast. So I was messing around trying to make a beat on
You produce
on my
music too?
no, I don't. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. But you know how it goes, man. Check out Changing the Narrative. I did do that beat. If y'all check out this new beat on Changing the Narrative, I am MC Ron is the producer of that beat. Now don't go knocking me, y'all. Don't listen too hard. So I was doing that, man. I realized, and I told my little guy today, and you can probably attest to this, that's gonna be life. At times, man.
Yeah.
At times, that's gonna be life. You know what I'm saying? You're in the middle with a sofa in the back, and somebody gonna call you, and they're gonna say, "Now we need you right now. You need to drop everything you're doing." And your wife gonna say, "I thought you were supposed to pick up the ground beef or the spaghetti." And your kids gonna say, "I thought you were supposed to read me a book tonight." And somehow, some way, you end up doing all of that, and you lay your head down at the end of the night, and you like, "Well, how?
Right.
Life just be lifing." But to break past that level, every man that I see, I don't want to say man of value, men that are blue collar, all of us, man, we are of value. But I'm talking about if you're trying to get somewhere and break to that next level, you're gonna go through this. Because that's just life. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like a dimension. It's like another dimension that you got to break in order to get to that success, man. Something is going to happen. It's almost like an initiation. I don't know if God puts me through like these initiations to say, Jamie McGrone, if you still on, man, I know you can attest. You trying to do this TV show, man. Jamie McGrone, once again, is going to be on next week. That's why I'm here. That's his TV show. And I'm sure, man, he's filmed live episodes. We got to sit in on some of the live episodes. I'm sure that he can attest that life just be lifing, and that you have to break through this in order to get to that level. I'm done, Zell.
Yeah. Hey, that's real talk. I'm glad you're here, brother. I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad in that whole story there was a happy ending, and that you're here to share that story. That's part of your testimony.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing it with us.
No doubt, man. And if I can't say for those times that we aren't prepared and we didn't stay ready, God is there to be like, I got you, man.
To intervene.
Yeah, to intervene, even in the midst of our mess sometimes.
Absolutely.
Most said that you push that e-brake button, and Jennifer did have a question for you. What's done at stunt training?
What's done at stunt training? Oh my God. Falls, fights. So fight choreography. So, throw a punch, right punch. So if one person throws a punch, another person got to dodge the punch. Then you throw another punch. Then it may be a kick. So it's choreography. So every fight sequence you've seen on any TV show, movie, John Wick, for example. So I've had the pleasure of training with the 8711 team, which are the same stunt coordinators that do John Wick. They also did Bullet Train. So, it's mean. Those are mean. I mean, like, not mean like they're mean, but I mean, like, what they train you for and what they prepare you for is really actual fighting, but you're fighting for film, fighting for television. Yeah. So you could use it in the streets if you needed to, but their training is to fight for film and for television. So the stunt training will show you how to fight for film and television. It'll show you how to take falls safely without hurting yourself. It'll show you how to, move tactical movements. So like when the police come in with the SWAT team, boom, 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 it's a SWAT team. So what's the show? SWAT that Shamar Moore is on, right? Yeah. So he got a show called SWAT. Stunt training will allow him to be able to move with his rifle, with his guns, to make it look smooth, look good, look seamless. So that training is for that, so that when you on TV and on film, it looks good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a little bit of that. A little bit of that.
I didn't get you with the gun up.
A little bit of that. So stunt training prepares you for that, so that you can look good when you're doing it on TV. when you're doing it in film, so that, you know, if there's an actual police officer, he can look at it and say, yeah, that's it. If it's
Certified.
military people,
Yeah.
you know, that have fought overseas and they know how to breach, you know, a building or what have you, they're like, yeah, that looks right. So we've also had, you know, former and retired police officers training us, as well as military personnel train us. So
Dope.
the
That's
stunt
dope. So
training is
y'all
real.
are, yeah, y'all bona fide, man.
Yeah,
Y'all,
it's
I
real.
said it.
It's
I
real.
said it in the.
It's
I said it in the promo. He's certified, bona fide. He the real deal.
real. Yeah. No jokes, man. Like I stay ready, man. I'm gonna share something else that Oprah said.
Yeah.
I think somebody asked her what's her dream or what's her next goal or ambition or something of that nature, and she shared that right now she's living in the dream that God has for her.
Yeah.
What? What? She was like, I couldn't even dream what I'm living. I couldn't dream this. I couldn't have imagined living this life that I'm living.
Yeah.
So right now, I'm just living a dream that God has for me.
Wow.
I want that too.
Me.
I want it to be so big that I couldn't even have imagined or
Eyes have
dreamed
not seen,
that I could
ears
be.
have not heard.
Come on, brother.
That kind of
I
dream.
want that too. I want that moment where I'm just like, man, I'm just living the dream that God has for me. I'm just living that dream.
No doubt.
Anything that I've already dreamed, I've already met that and then surpassed that.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So I'm just staying ready. So that hence the M3 that's coming this Thursday. So my wife and I have our own podcast as well.
Talk about it.
So let's talk about it. Let's go to it. So my wife is like husband. My wife calls me husband. I call her wife. You know, I'm like, yes, wife. She's like, hey, let's do a show. And she's asked me to do a show with her many moons ago. And you know, I probably half heard her, half listened to her. You know, it's coming.
Yeah.
I received that, Gina. So I probably have listened to her, have paid attention, like, yeah, okay. And she like, look, let's do a show. Come on, what we doing? And I'm like, okay. She kind of like got to grab me, like, look, are you listening to me? I'm like, oh, yeah, I got you. Let's do a show. Let's go. So and she like, what we gonna call the show? So then we bounce. We bounced names around, things of that nature. And we finally settled on M3, which is an exponent. So M, not M3 like a big three, but exponent 3, like M times M times M, which is marriage, motivation, money, and more, right? Because
that's dope, bro. That's dope.
Yeah.
If they build on each other, they don't, it's not times. These build on each other. That's
you build
dope.
on it. You build on it.
Dope.
Marriage, motivation, money, and more, right?
Yeah.
Because there's so much more. So on our show, we're looking to just really share his and her sides of stories and his and her sides of different scenarios or what have you. Just, you know, from a woman perspective to a man perspective, a husband and wife perspective. Thank you. You're welcome, wife. So really just really getting into it, like, you know, like let's say if we're talking about hidden bank accounts, you know, is that something that a husband should be upset about if his wife has a hidden bank account? But can he be mad about it if he doesn't know about it?
Yeah.
Right. I worked at the bank. I worked at the bank. A lot of women came in and opened up bank accounts without their husbands. They're like, it's just my account. He don't need to know about this one. And I'm like, let's open up this account, right? So, you know, so we're going to be able to share those stories, talk about it. You know, we're going to be able to interview some people. So hopefully I can get you to come on our show. You know, can we interview you, Ron Reed? Can you come on our show? Can we interview you?
What not to do.
You can share what not to do. Absolutely.
Absolutely, man. How can I say no? Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, so we're definitely going to be, you know, featuring guests as well as, you know, we'll be on the show just sharing our insight, you our perspectives. By no means are we marriage counselors or therapists or anything. It'll just be our opinions. It's our view, maybe what works for us. We have a beautiful blended family, so we can talk about that as well.
That's dope, man. Yeah.
A lot of times, a lot of people do have blended families, and sometimes they work well, sometimes it doesn't work well.
Yeah.
Fortunately for us, it was very successful because we were all inclusive, because we understood that we were all raising children together. So even if the other parent is in another household, we're still parents of the same kids. And parents overall of all the kids. So all the kids in their household, all the kids in our households, all the kids in the other households, like whatever that looks like, we are raising these kids together, and we need them to be well-functioning adults, to be able to see healthy relationships with adults, whether their parents biologically are together or not.
Yeah, I grew up in a matter of fact, I grew up in one, and I got into one. And shout out to the ladies, man, that somebody, don't listen to somebody telling you that nobody wants you and your kids.
No, absolutely not.
Maybe it might be something else that you got to take care of, but it's not, it's not that. Somebody out there, if you got a good attitude.
If he says that, he ain't for you.
Yeah, he's not for you. He's not for you. He's not for you. But I absolutely, I say that because if that wasn't the case, my stepfather, who took care of us, took care of me and my sister, man. He didn't have any kids of his own. It was me, my mom, and my sister. And we were young. We were kids. And shout out to my mom. Shout out to Claude, man. Shout out to you. If you're watching this, Claude, I love you, man. And shout out to you. And my real dad.
You seem so well adjusted, man. So they did a great job.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So
they did, man. They did, no doubt. And but I did grow up in that. My son, man, who I love tremendously, is not quite biologically mine. He's not saying not quite, but he's not biologically mine. Never, just because life, man, I never went through the whole deal of going through the courts to give him my last name, but I raised him as if he was my own, and I love him like he's my own. He is my child.
You don't love me any less.
Yeah. Can't, man. He is my child, and absolutely, man. That's a great topic. Those are great topics, man. I can't wait, man. I wanna check it out. I gotta see if I can hook you up with Neek and Charmaine, man. Like, cause they doing something a little. It's a little different, man. But it's kind of where the younger generation meets. I don't want to call you the older generation because you aren't the older generation, but y'all are just a little more professional. How about that? Because they're a little bit younger. I'm somewhere in between. I think are we around? Well, you said you was doing a video showing, you might be a little bit older than me.
We're gonna talk about numbers,
Right.
Aaliyah said age ain't nothing but a number. Going down ain't nothing but a thing.
But
I just dated myself. You see that?
What you say?
I just dated myself.
No doubt. But straight, man, that sounds dope, bro. That sounds dope. Let's see it again. I'm glad you talked about that, man. I think that's gonna go great, and I believe in you, man. And your wife, man, if she seems like, just from the videos, haven't met her, Miss Joan. I haven't talked to you, but you seem like a wonderful person, and I think that y'all are going to very much so succeed doing this. She said she all right.
No, my wife is wonderful.
But yeah, man, y'all check it out, man. M3, marriage, motivation, money, and more.
Yes, sir.
YouTube, is it J-Rail? J-L, J-A-I-E-L-L?
Yeah.
J-A-I-E-L-L. Y'all go to YouTube right now. Jay and Zell. Y'all go to YouTube. Even if you didn't get that, just type in Jay and Zell. I'm sure he bona fide. He got IMDb, so he'll pop up.
You saw the IMDb. I've been working, man. I'm working.
Yes. Y'all, he is actually certified. This is Zell Cross on IMDb. He's actually now that's bro, bona fide, certified. He is a real actor, stuntman, y'all. Jimmy Fallon. Yo,
yeah, I was on the trailer, man. It was a trailer. So PD did a trailer, and I popped up. I'm like, what? I'm on a trailer. Shut up.
Didn't even know.
Shut up.
Miss Jones, she threw it up there for. Look at that. Look, this is what I call a team. Now you got to check it out.
YouTube, there it is. Thank you, wife.
Yeah, y'all go to the comments, click on that. You don't even have to type it in. This is lazy day. It's lazy Sunday. You just click it. Shit, you can't click on this. Don't click on this one. Just click on that in the comments.
Hey, wife, put the link to another book collection in.
Yes, please. Thank
Another, because I have my own website for it. So when I started writing children's books, I started a company. So I created another book collection in order to publish my books, which is another alphabet book daddy and another numbers book daddy, because I wasn't in the business of allowing a publishing house to play God with my work and determine whether my work was worthy of being published. So I was just saying to myself, you know, why allow them to control what I want to do, control my destiny, when I could just do it myself. So I went about the business of creating my own company in order to publish my works.
Talk about it. We talked about, we hit that, man, a little bit. As I always got it, because I am a man of color. Don't take offense to it, but I have to talk about it because I have people of all nationalities watching this. But I'm just telling you from my perspective. He's telling you from his perspective, and we were talking about, you know, just actors of color. You just told me, man, it ain't it. It ain't out there like that all the time.
Right,
and so
right.
Zell he hit something, man. He was like, well, you know, if we want something, we're gonna have to create it, you know, and you can't allow somebody to take control of your destiny. And you know, so you did that, man. You when it comes to doing this author thing, you like, nah, man. That's what you should have named a publishing company. Nah, man.
Brother. And then so the next is film and television, right?
Yeah.
So if we don't like the way we're portrayed in film and television, there's only one way to change that narrative. You know, we talked about that a little bit offline, and that's to start writing. You know, let's write the stories. Let's create the stories. Let's produce. Let's direct.
Let's change the narrative.
Absolutely. Let's change the narrative. Absolutely. No pun intended, right?
Yeah, right.
So let's do that so that we can then control what those stories look like.
No doubt.
You know, shout out to all the directors of color, the writers of color that have helped do that. You know, like whether it was Sidney Poitier making his own films, you know, in the 70s or the Black exploitation era, when you had some people that looked like us to have some control over some of those stories. What's that? Say that? You know, we look at Keenan Ivory Wayans and Eddie Murphy, you know, producing and directing. Robert Townsend, like, you know.
We forget about Robert Townsend, man.
Forget about Robert Townsend, Chicago's very own, man.
Really?
So, you know,
wait a minute. How did
Robert
I miss
Townsend.
that?
Chicago,
Really?
baby. Yeah.
Wow.
Look him up. Look him up.
I did not know that, man. Blank Man. Well, no, was he Blank? What was the name of the superhero that he put out? Was that wasn't Blank Man?
No, you talking about Damon. Oh yeah. So he did Meteor Man.
Meteor Man, that's what it was.
Meteor Man. Yeah.
Some of y'all might be too
but
young
you
for
might
that.
have been thinking about Blank Man from what's your boy Damon Wayans.
Damon Wayans.
So shout out to all the Wayans, you know, like doing, you know, blazing trails and really helping to create the stories that they wanted to see. You know, like let's write it, let's direct it, let's, you know, and even today, Ryan Coogler, bruh, Black Panther, what? Black Panther 2, love it or hate it, listen, groundbreaking, earth-shattering, like the things that they did. Like, I honestly, when I saw the first Black Panther movie, even though I was heavily interested in stunts, I was like, yo, I could do that.
Yeah.
Right? Like when I saw Woman King, I was like, all of these beautiful women of color, I was like, wow. And they did their own stunt work. Right? So they had to train to do their own stunt work to get the jobs.
That's dope,
so
man.
It's real, man. It's real. So I want, you know, so shout out to all the direct, and there's so many others. I mean, you even look at, you know, Spike Lee. You know, Spike Lee created his own lane. He made his own movies. You know, like it's a lot of directors. We forget about them. You know, but it's like we sit on their shoulders, we rest on their shoulders, we stand on their shoulders. So we wouldn't be in the place and the positions that we're in today without them. So you know, you got even what's our girl from Abbott Elementary? Abbott Elementary, written, you know, created by a woman of color. Like,
man, you throwing me all kinds of loops. I did not like you, man. I didn't know. Like, I no, I didn't know that.
brother,
Yeah,
like,
wow.
so if we want to see ourselves in a better light,
Yeah,
we have to create the stories.
yeah.
Let's not talk about Tyler Perry. We already know what
Oh yeah,
Tyler
come
Perry
on,
got.
man. Come on, come on. And
Stop.
even through all
Stop.
of the criticism and all of that,
Yeah.
man, sometimes people don't
Listen.
understand Jennifer Quinita Brunson.
Quinta
Yeah.
Brunson. Yeah,
Quinta Brunson.
yeah.
Even through like,
Help
man,
us out.
yeah, right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Even through all of the you look at, man, like, look at all the garbage, man, that Tyler Perry had to go through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man,
Yeah.
you disagree, man, but sometimes we got to take a step back and
We
stop
have to.
criticizing each other and realize that he's doing something.
And
You
if it's
aren't.
not for you, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Don't watch it if it's
But
not for you. But don't
support him,
knock
but-
him, because it's
Yeah.
like, let that man create his own lane.
Yeah.
Over the holiday break, I watched Best Man Next Chapters
Yeah.
by Malcolm Lee, which is
I gotta
Spike
see
Lee's
that.
cousin.
I heard
It's
that was
powerful, man. It's
Yeah.
it's probably about 8 episodes. It's
Yeah.
episodic, but it's amazing. It's amazing television. It was great to see people that look like us
good. That's it.
in a positive light. And
Yeah.
even though you look at the story, you're like, well, what he did was wrong, or what she did was wrong, or whatever it is, they look so good doing it.
Yeah. Right.
Whether you agree with the choices that they made, they
Yeah.
look so good doing it, man.
Yeah.
The lighting, the lighting was great. The
Yeah.
lighting was great. Their wardrobe was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, man, they just looked so good. The acting was so superb. It was like beautiful. It was
Yeah.
so beautiful to see that. But
Yeah.
again, we can only have an opportunity to see things like that when we're telling those stories, because
Yeah.
otherwise we subjected to being the thug of the week, the criminal of the day, the bad guy that the white cops are grabbing, roughing up, and
Yeah.
talking down to, and like, why we always got to be that?
Why
we
we
always
gotta
have
be
to
that?
play that
Yeah.
role?
Why we always?
But it's because they're writing. It's
Say
they're
that again.
writing. And it's only because they're writing those stories.
Yeah. And I talked about that, man. Man, the VNO always takes its own form. Like, I have all these questions. I had a whole idea of what this show was supposed to be about, and I told somebody, they're like, "Do you go with questions?" I was like, "No," because I said it's the views and opinions. I kind of let it take its own form. That's the art of that I wanted the views and opinions to be. And this show is absolutely taking its own form. I'm not gonna go back. We've highlighted most of the things that we wanted to, but just talking about what you're talking about right now, man. You've been there and seen it, but I tell people, man, like, I know just from being a kid in the 80s, from being a kid in the late 70s and the 80s, that we didn't always have things to visualize for ourselves. You know what I mean? We had Bill Cosby. we
did. Family Matters.
Family Matters. We had a couple, man, but like,
Yeah.
people don't understand, like, a lot of people, man. I was downtown Chicago when Obama got oh gosh, man, how did I always have
elected?
Say that again.
Elected?
No, not elected. He for his speech.
His speech when his nomination speech,
inauguration.
Inauguration speech. Okay.
His inauguration speech. He did it in Grant Park in Chicago.
He did.
The building that I was on was called the Aqua. It's 83 stories. We were up towards the top. I could see the park with the bulletproof glass in front of it. And
wow.
Dude, these are things in my life that I still remember. Why?
Right.
It's because I had never seen anything like this before.
Absolutely.
We had never seen anything like this before. Sometimes you have to see things, man, in order to be them.
You do.
Everybody can't just be. Sometimes, man, a majority. So you have your visionaries that can just be. And then you have those of us, man, I need to see sometimes. What does that look like? What does it even look like to be a black president? Man, he made it look good. Y'all, I know some people want to knock him. People that look like us want to knock him, man. But I tell you what, man, he sure did do it with grace. Him and his wife, man, Michelle, they did it.
Absolutely.
They did it with grace. You might not agree with their decisions, but I can tell you what, they went in there cussing folks out like they probably should have sometimes. And be angry, but like, they did it. And I had to see that, man. Sometimes, man, that Ben Carson, Lord Ben Carson, some surgeon had to that looked like us, but some surgeon that looked like us had to see Ben Carson. They had to know his story. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a piece of them that we may not jive with, but also there's that other part of them, man, that we had to see that. Somebody got to see Zell Cross be that stunt man. You know what I mean? I do this show, bro, because somebody has to see this. Maybe some, you know, I'm an ordinary person, man, with an extraordinary story. And I need my ordinary people so they can be extraordinary to see these extraordinary sides of these ordinary people. Wow, that was a bar, but I'm saying.
I know, right? You spitting over there.
But I'm saying, man, you absolutely right, bro. We have to, we got to be able to see this. Like you said, man, sometimes it ain't the storyline. Boy, the lighting was off the chain. Excellence was on display.
Yes,
you
sir.
know,
yes,
somebody it's some little director right now, man. You know, he might be 11, 12 years old, and he might not even understand the storyline, but that lighting was off the chain.
Yes.
You know,
Like, man, it looked great.
Right. Yeah. No doubt, man. No
so
doubt.
What's interesting is, you know, as you said, you know, being a kid of the 80s, seeing the Cosby Show and maybe Family Matters, but then later, you know, when the 90s popped and you got the Martin Lawrence show, and you had In Living Color, and you had what's that, Living Single, and you know, it's like you had Different World. Oh my God, Different World,
bro.
Right?
Bro.
So being able to see those things, those images, man, allows you to really dream bigger. You see, like the movie Boomerang. And even The Best Man, the first movie came out in 1999.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
Wow,
I remember I wanted to be Morris Chestnut. Oh, yeah.
More with the lip quivering, crying at the altar.
Yeah, right. Because dude, all these women, man, I stayed. Shout out to my girls Shamara and Candace. Shamara watched the show sometimes. Candace, if y'all know my girl Candace, but I lived with them in college.
And he was like Jack Tripper.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I lived with two girls when I was yeah, no doubt. I can't talk about that time.
I was like Three's Company. Okay, yeah, you need to write some story.
It was exactly what you think it was. I'll just put it like that. Y'all, I'm sorry for putting you out there like that. I'm just letting
you need to start writing, brother. You need to start writing. Right. I want to see a Black Three's Company.
Right, right. That's exactly. It was Three's Company, like the 2022 version of Three's Company back in 1999. But yeah, it was absolutely all of that. But we didn't play out The Best Man. And Candace loved, she loved Morris. I was like, why don't you shut up about Morris Chestnut? Nobody want to hear about no Morris Chestnut. I'm sitting there looking like, let me see what he wearing. I'm gonna get some shoes like that. But it created our culture, man. It created this distinguished Black gentleman. We didn't have to be Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be Bill Cosby. I didn't want to be Theo. I wanted to be Morris Chestnut.
Okay.
Yeah, some cats wanted to be O-Dog, bro. They wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I wanted to be Marcus off of Boomerang, man. Marcus had it going on. I was Eddie Murphy and Boomerang.
Absolutely.
You don't stop.
Absolutely.
If you don't stop, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Except for the part, you know, Marcus, darling. I was like,
no, I didn't want to. Yeah, no.
But you know, he thought he was gonna sleep his way to the top. Eartha Kitt was bad when she was young, though, man.
Actually, yes, I saw something talking about her, man. Look, we done moved into a totally different.
Control the show. Control the show, Rod. Go back. Reel is back in, brother. Come on.
Right.
Come on,
but this is absolutely, because man, you got me going, man. Because this is absolutely this is culture. This is culture on display, man. A lot of what we see today came from that, especially with this grown and sexy crowd that's walking around these days. With the M3 happening and all of that, man. A lot of that was birthed way back when we seen things. What we also saw, I hate to highlight the negative, but you know, you got to talk about it. But what we also saw was a lot of people in real life that looked like us going to jail and being locked up in prisons and absent fathers and crack and all that type of stuff.
Absolutely.
We needed those. We needed those role models on TV, and thank God that those role models on TV turned into real life role models of people that saw and they believed and they became. You know, no doubt, man. No doubt, you are absolutely right, man. Yes, Zell Cross. We got to do another one.
Hey man, whenever you're ready.
I
We're
got, oh
probably over
God.
time, brother, but you know,
Whoa.
I'm here. I'm grateful to be here.
Man, where does this time go, man? I know, look, Greg always be on me about the time. I already knew when I started talking about my breaks going away and me almost dying. I was like, yeah, this is gonna go over. I absolutely need to chill. Like I had to tell you, you asked me. Hey, y'all, he
Hey man,
asked me.
thank you for sharing.
Yeah, he asked me, and I'm happy to be alive so I could do this today. And Jamie McGrone, you up next. Where my camera? Jamie McGrone, you up next. You up next. If y'all can make it out, y'all come and see him. Zell, man, I gotta play this again, Zell. I don't care. I don't care because some people didn't see it. I know some people went away. Y'all check this out, man, and then we gonna go ahead, ask Zell some final words, and we're gonna get out of here. But I got to because some of y'all didn't see it.
Call me Andre. Anything for you, beautiful. I'm taking you out next Friday.
The couple had grown apart due to differences in their lifestyles.
What are you doing?
I'm cooking.
Cooking for what? We already ate.
What do you mean you already ate?
I took the kids out to dinner.
Wait, be patient.
You don't tell me to be patient. I've been patient.
I'm done.
Don't be done. Just be done cooking.
Audio Jungle.
Zell Cross. Zell
Yes, sir.
Cross.
Yes, sir.
I have, man, it's been a blessing, man. It's been one.
Thank you, brother.
It's been one, man. Thank you so much, bro. I always tell people, and I'll continue to tell them, man, money is not the commodity. The hottest one on planet Earth is time. And anybody that gives me their time, man, I am very, very blessed for that, man. Thank you so much, bro. What's your final thoughts, man? What's up?
Final thoughts. I just like to really, first of all, thank you for having me as a guest on your show. Thank me for your time. Thank you for sharing your platform with me. So I definitely appreciate it. I want you to know that I'm grateful and appreciative for the honor.
No doubt, man.
Secondly, I just want everybody to stay active, stay focused, stay consistent. And even if you can't stay consistent, I want you to stay motivated and consistent. So, but if you can't always stay motivated, stay consistent. It's like that sometimes. Sometimes we don't feel motivated to do things, but consistency wins every time. If you gave up on your show, we wouldn't be here right now today, right?
Man.
If I gave up on stunt work, or if I gave up on acting, or if the first time I didn't book and I gave up, where would I be? I would be working at a bank or a telecommunications company waiting for a bathroom break.
Right. Boss, can I?
So everybody just stay consistent at whatever it is that you're doing. Hopefully it's something positive.
Yeah.
Stay consistent at being positive. Love each other. You know, I think that's more than anything what we're missing more of is genuine love for each other. And it doesn't have to be romantic love, but the love that God has for us, or a brotherly love for one another. Just want for your brother or your sister what you want for yourself.
No doubt.
That's all I got, man. I ain't gonna preach.
Y'all, it's been one, man. This has been absolutely great for me, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all go check my man. Oh, the link. Y'all go if you want Zell's books, man. www.anotherbookcollection.com. Holla at your boy.
Yes, sir.
and go and check out his books, man. Actor, stuntman, podcast dropping this Thursday. M3, marriage, motivation, and money and more. This Thursday, 119. At what time? Is it a time or you just going? It'll drop that day.
I gotta ask my wife.
It's coming, y'all. This Thursday. It will be Thursday.
Thursday.
It will be Thursday.
Get ready.
But man, y'all go check him out, man. I ain't got much else to say, man. It's been great, bro. Y'all check me out. Karma Cigar Lounge in Maryville, 7 p.m. Jamie McGrone is on and popping. Check us out live on YouTube, Facebook, or show up. Come on out. They left some seats, man. They said I could have a couple people to watch this live. Let's see how it goes, man. I am so excited about that coming up, man. If you can make it, come on out and see how this production goes. The whole V&O family and the Dope Living family, I will be promoting it all this week. I'm starting early on that one. Hopefully my new car don't break down and I don't almost die, so I can do this week how I want to do it. And y'all, thank y'all, man. Go subscribe on YouTube. Go subscribe on Facebook. Go subscribe on TikTok. It's all up there. Y'all check it out. V&O, what you know. V&O, what you know. Yo, man, welcome to the V&O YouTube channel. The premise here is ordinary people with extraordinary stories. But what you also gonna find is the views and opinions, man. Ah, man, I always mess it up. Find conversation. You're gonna find inspiration. You're gonna find motivation. Yo, check us out. V&O, what you know.
But have you ever thought, what if this is all just a dream? And we're just waiting in line to wake up? And most people think I'm insane. Once you realize that all the shit you used to care so much about just keeps you a prisoner of your own mind.